Bro, this one where they give River States to. Say make a handle for how many weeks. I've been how many months. Ibok Ete Ibas. Hey. The billing when that guy they drop, how's the one way for power they drop? Even like say that guy wow. The 6 months where they live say make they hold the states. So it be like one corner waiting go need use for the next 4 years. You want corner everything straight up. Abba, sorry for the states now. How many months will you drop the? Do you know that? Football drop budget for the year. Before the cost suspender. Ibok Ete Ibas now come now cancel that budget, drop you. The one way in drop. He beat football home by far. Meanwhile, with the year now say House of Assembly they shock. Saying you want to use 24 billion to put CCTV camera for the state. For River State too. 24 billion. I tell us say bia. Come and explain to us before you finish the state for us. Hear this.
Rufai. We head over to Rivers State now, where the proposed 1.48 trillion naira 2025 budget presented by the state's administrator, Ibok Ete Ibas, has come under scrutiny by the House of Representatives ad hoc committee. The committee is probing allocations such as the 24 billion naira allocated for CCTV, 30 billion naira allocated for gunboats, and 23 billion naira for contingency funds. The committee noted that the absence of a medium-term expenditure framework, a legally required document, and questioned the state's funding of federal projects without reimbursement plans. They also requested information on the state's internally generated revenue for the past 3 months and the management of funds transferred to local governments. Andrew Mweke, Senior Special Assistant on Strategy and Policy, explained that many budget items were inherited and reflect the priorities of Rivers citizens based on needs assessment. This is Ibok's budget that he presented. Rufai, we are seeing this sort of alarming allocation. How much was it? 24 billion naira allocated for CCTV. Please, what is happening here in this? I mean, is it this one that was inherited? But we will need some more clarification, especially this allocation for these. I mean, kudos to the ad hoc committee for actually probing this budget at this point quickly.
Listen to this.
Yes.
Okay, please listen carefully.
I want to listen. Go ahead.
On the 30th of December 2024, Premium Times reported Fubara presents 1.18 trillion 2025 budget.
Okay.
Yes.
The state of emergency happened. How many months after?
Okay.
2 to 3 months after. Then Ibok presents 1.4 trillion.
Correct.
1.48.
So they added over 300 billion.
Yes.
On top of what Fubara had presented before.
Bam.
So the rightfully elected governor.
Yes.
Even if you said they had court cases, they had shenanigans, he had the right to present to 3 people and all of that, presented 1.1 trillion.
Okay.
The illegal aberration called the sole administrator, and I keep saying Ibok Ete is an aberration to our constitution. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. The aberration to our constitution, called the sole administrator of the state of emergency, is now presenting over 300 billion more on the budget. Then the aberration to our constitution is now saying they want to use 24 billion to be able to do CCTV camera.
Modern surveillance. That's what they said. For government.
The aberration to constitution now say that they want more money for gunboats. The question is, what does an aberration want to say about the budget of Rivers State that the truly elected governor of Rivers State has not said?
That's true. All right.
So I'm not surprised, and I think the National Assembly should drill them very well.
Yes, absolutely.
And like Mr. Femfalano said today, our court should please rule on this state of emergency matter. We should stop saying it's already academic when it's restored, because to avoid aberrations like this. So as far as I'm concerned, National Assembly should interrogate further. But I don't like talking about constitutional aberration, because me sitting here and talking about a budget presented by an illegality is an illegality itself.
It's an
You
insult.
said that the contingency reserve is for emergencies like flooding.
Contingency.
Okay.
20
And
So the,
you know,
the legal governor did not know that there were things like flooding.
Right, all right. Well, he has 48 hours to present the documents to prove some of these allocations, but they need to be really grilled.
Now, when Fubara was there, There are a lot of allegations where they see footballer they use money to. They even thought say they sponsor some presidential candidates for the next election. So somebody that is spending money to the extent that is sponsoring presidential candidate for election asks for 1.18 trillion. Well, you know they sponsor anybody. You define 1.48 trillion. Ibok Ete Ibas. And it's not from River State. It's from another state too. Instead they look and say, Baba, before my 6 months go complete. Take. Tinubu, you do this one. You really do this one. The courts should really rule because they let Tinubu get away with this River State too. Waiting he go do some other states very soon. Go shock on her. If you just look at Bia State, look at Lesotho, say, you know what come abi, you know what come abi, you know what come abi, declare state of emergency. They'll just create small chaos for the state, very small one. Now tiny pipeline way blue, now they take common governors. Just create small chaos there. You are hereby suspended, all also assembly suspended, you go put your own governor. That is unheard of in a democratic setting. You can put your own governor, call and so administrator. It's an aberration. But it's alright. Ibok Ete Ibas, come and explain to us the kind of CCTV you want to use 24 billion to buy, because if one CCTV now 1 million, which is not up to 500,000, but let's even call it 1 million. If you buy 10 at 10 million, if you buy 100, now 100 million, if you buy 1,001 billion, it means you are buying 24,000. How many votes do you invest? And how long you will get for power when you buy gun boots? What do you want to use gun boots to do? This man. Not be 6 months they give. You manage to stay for 6 months, you won't buy gun boots. Now be say we leave you for 4 years. You go buy satellites where they have. More than they fear God, the man say more than they fear God, respect him.